There's an ETF that directs conservative investors away from woke companies. This ETF will not invest in companies like the ones on your screen, Google, Apple, Starbucks, and Nike. Oh no, they're woke, won't touch them. The president of the American Conservative Values ETF is Tom Carter, and he joins me now. All right, Tom, if you won't buy all those woke stocks, what are your 3 top holdings that you will buy, that you have bought?
Well, I'll tell you what, Stuart, and thank you for having me. Number one, what we have tried to do is build an ETF that is going to get large cap exposure without having securities that we consider woke. So we're going to look a lot like the S&P 500, sans all the companies that you just mentioned, sans the companies that are taking away conservatives' First Amendment rights and things such as that. So our top holding is going to look a lot like the S&P 500, frankly, because we are attempting to meet S&P 500 type returns while eliminating woke companies in our portfolio.
So tell me, what are your 3 top holdings?
Well, Microsoft is the number 1 holding, and that's the one I know off the top of my head. And I know a lot of conservatives do not like Microsoft. However, we look at them as a software developer. They do a good job. Of course, a lot of people don't like Bill Gates, but we don't see him being much influence on the company anymore. And so that is our largest holding.
Is it an actively managed ETF?
It is, Stuart. It's an actively managed ETF. I would tell you that the way we take out securities is pretty subjective. It's based on news cycles. It's based on conservative views. It's based on commentators that we talk to regarding policies and politics at companies. We ultimately believe that companies are better off being out of politics altogether. But if they're going to be in politics, we want conservatives to have the ability to invest alongside people who are upholding their values.
I put money in so long as you get me a great return. That's the big deal. Tom Carter, American Conservative Values ETF. Thanks so much for being with us, Tom. We do appreciate it. Come and see us again.
Stuart, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Check those markets.